Definitely follow your passion. Like, I've been baking cheesecakes for over 11 years, starting, like I said,
What's going on, Black Boogers, and welcome to another episode of Book Black TV. Today we are here with Mike Horne of Tooth Cheesakes. How's it going, Mike?
everything's going good.
That's good. That's good. So, before we get started, we always do a quick icebreaker.
All right.
So we're going to play a game of Black Family Feud.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
All right, so I'm going to ask you one question. You got to get the number one answer.
Okay.
Can't get the number two, number three, so you got to get the number one answer. Alright. Then the question is, we asked 100 black bookers. We said, name something a crackhead would try to sell you.
A TV.
You got it, man. That's the number one.
A TV. Like, that's another, you catch them walking down the street with a 65-inch play. Yeah. I got it up in my house right now.
Oh, okay.
It's in my house. It's in my house.
But no.
Were you a crackhead?
Nah, yeah.
You never been a crackhead?
I mean, nah. Have you been a crackhead or not? You keep saying yeah, no.
Hold it.
And you over there busting out laughing. Are you on crack today?
No, I'm not.
Are you still? Were you a crackhead? You on crack, sir. You act like, you know what? You act like you're a crackhead today.
You know what, young?
You act like you're a crackhead right now. You act like you on crack.
Man, what's going on, Mike? How's it been?
Man, everything's going good. Staying busy, which I call caking.
Yeah.
You know, so everything's been good.
He always caking, man. You gotta if you haven't had one of his cheesecakes, you gotta definitely try them.
Yeah, definitely try my ladies. Definitely try them out.
So, man, we're gonna get right into it. As a black man in society, you don't really see cake artists. So how did you get into caking?
Honestly, I just like cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually staying out in DC, and the one place where I was getting a cheesecake used to be like 15 minutes from me. And once we moved, it went from 15 minutes to about an hour and a half.
Okay.
To me driving to go get cheesecake.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find me a recipe and make it. And growing up, my aunt used to make cheesecakes.
Gotcha.
So I called her and she was like, I haven't made a cheesecake in so long, I wouldn't even know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So I kind of found a basic recipe and started making it from there.
That's cool. That's cool. So you see that, ladies, y'all not the only ones out here that can bake. You know what I'm saying? We got some men out here. We got some brothers out here that can bake. And
Indeed.
That sort of thing. So with the whole pandemic and COVID going on and all that kind of stuff, how has business been for you? How have you been able to?
Initially, once it hit, I'll probably say March. So spring break time. It was like actually a week before my birthday. Mm-hmm. So spring break time, once the kids, everybody went out on spring break, that's really when it hit. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of scale, because I've seen a lot of restaurants and other places kind of stopping everything due to COVID.
Right.
The city actually went into shutdown about beginning of April. So at that point, business was slow. Once everything kind of geared back up, I'll probably say about May. It was, what holiday was that? Labor Day?
Yeah.
Memorial Day. Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of geared everything back up and posted on Facebook in a group. I think it's called Black Restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Houston Black Restaurants.
Yeah. So posted in that group, and business kind of picked back up like it never left.
That's good, man. That's a blessing. You know, a lot of times we see a lot of black-owned businesses who are just getting started. You know, they not, you know,
right,
staying with it. So what advice could you give some black-owned businesses who may be struggling right now to stay motivated and to keep business going?
I would say to those that's actually having any kind of problems with COVID or trying to establish more customers, just stick to your basics for right now. Mm-hmm. To draw in your usual crowd and to get everybody in. And then, you know, once you have that consistency, then you can start to add different things, but stick to your main crowd, because your people that actually come to you on a regular, that's who you should actually continue to support, because they're the ones supporting you. So, you know, you don't want to do too much, go too far left from what you actually do.
That's some great advice. That gym right there was a good one. I like that one. Stay consistent. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you've been doing, continue to do. Stay consistent. Stay persistent as well. And, you know, good things will come from that. So what does Sweet Tooth Cheesecakes have for the future?
Right now, I am working on a new dessert for the holidays. So the holidays is usually when I kind of brainstorm and try to come up with something to see how to do, whether I'm going to keep it on the menu or, you know, take it off. So last year, my hit was the pecan pie cheesecake. And that one is still on the menu. Like, that one sells out every time I do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm working on, I got 2 new flavors that I'm working on right now. One for the holidays and one to kind of see how it goes.
So you said, what was it, pecan what?
My pecan pie cheesecake.
Pecan pie cheesecake.
Yeah.
So for Thanksgiving, if you don't feel like baking or cooking or doing none of that stuff, Christmas, you're going to have your family over, make sure you get that pecan pie cheesecake.
Definitely. October 1st, taking orders for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. October 1st, that's the day before my birthday, so I got to place my order.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so where can the people find you? How can they get in contact, order from you and all that good stuff?
I'm on Facebook, IG, at Sweet Tooth Cheesecakes, LLC. You can also go to my website, which is sweettoothcheesecakes.com. You can actually email me to place orders. So my website is not actually set up to place orders yet. I'm not taking orders there, but you are able to view my menu and prices. You can also reach me by cell phone, 240-346-9136, and I will definitely send you the address. I'm located in Missouri City. Right now, I'm a baker based out of home.
Oh, okay. So, you know, it's a lot of people on the north side who are always looking for like good cakes. Do you service the north side as well?
I do. Well, actually, everybody, as of now, everybody comes to me.
Okay.
But ironically, I get people from Kingwood all the way to Beaumont.
Yeah.
So I have 2 people that actually come from Beaumont. They'll come whenever I have my cake by the slice.
Oh wow.
And drive.
That's amazing. So you know, if people traveling that far for some cake, it must be good. It must be good. So man, make sure y'all definitely order y'all some cake and all that kind of stuff. To people who I guess upcoming, I don't want to say chefs. I guess people who want to get into the caking, you know, business. What advice would you give them? What would you tell somebody who's young, maybe just graduating high school or something?
Definitely follow your passion. Like, I've been baking cheesecakes for over 11 years. Starting, like I said, initially with me, but selling cheesecakes has been, it's almost 10 years. I'm a few months away from actually selling for 10 years. But just continue to do what you want to do, follow your passion. That's the main thing, because if you actually enjoy it and love it, just keep it going. Like, it took me 10 years or close to 10 years, like, this is all I'm doing now, just cakes.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a huge blessing. So I guess so you had a job before that?
Right, so before that I was a pharmacy technician.
Pharmacy technician?
Pharmacy tech, yeah.
So you went from a pharmacy technician
to baking.
Tell us about that.
So the pharmacy job that I had, most of it was compounding. And with that, I'm working with my hands. So because I'm pretty much making everything from scratch, it's just like being in the kitchen.
Right.
So, you know, once I would bring, and this is kind of how it started, so one of the jobs I was at, you know, we have potluck or whatever, everybody brings something, so I would bring my cheesecake. And I did that about 3-4 times, and I was like, well, the next time you bring it, we're gonna pay you.
Oh wow.
I'm like, okay, whatever. So the next potluck we had brought cheesecake, and he actually gave me $20.
Oh wow.
So that there is what made me think like, maybe I have something here.
Right.
Maybe I got something here, and that's what started it.
Now, did people call you crazy when you quit your job?
Actually, nobody really knew outside my wife.
Oh, okay.
Nobody really knew that I had made that transition. Because with the job, everything was kind of slowing down, and this was before COVID, so everything was kind of slowing down at work. But my orders are steady picking up.
Right.
So at this point in time, I was also trying to get back into school to do pharmacy, to become a pharmacist. So, but my cakes were taking off. So I'm at a pivotal road.
Right.
All right, am I going to stop doing cakes and just fully concentrate on school, or am I going to see where this business goes? So I just decided to do the latter, see where the business goes, and I had no regrets at all.
That's awesome. That's inspiring, because I know for me, my wife, she's always been an entrepreneur. So she's never really had a 9 to 5. She's just always been a serial entrepreneur.
Right.
Like since we went to high school, that's my high school sweetheart. But for me, I was a civil engineer for 4.5 years.
Oh yeah.
And I quit my job back in November of 2019. So Black Book Houston was established back in August.
Okay.
You know, so I was just like, hey, I'm gonna step in, help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because she was doing everything by herself, all that kind of stuff. So I quit my job. When I quit my job, people was calling me crazy.
Right,
like, why would you do that?
And then just I think a lot of it has to do with the stigma of just the black man, because you're the providers.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to go out to go after what you want,
Right.
without a definite cash, like, okay, this is what you have every 2 weeks to provide for your family. So
Yeah.
without that, there's a lot that weighs on your shoulders.
Absolutely.
So I definitely understand it, especially been working since I was 15.
Yeah.
I've always had a job. Matter of fact, I've always had more than one job.
Got you.
So I worked at a pharmacy, then I also worked at a hospital.
Oh wow.
So I did that PRN. So those 2 jobs plus doing cakes. So for and mind you, probably say January is when I started working for myself. That's it, just cakes since January.
Yeah.
So from that point on, from before that,
Yeah.
I'm getting off work, come home, do cakes. And a couple of those years I was in school, so
Yeah.
trying to do schoolwork, trying to do cakes. Like my Thanksgiving week, I still literally get probably about 16 hours of sleep.
Wow.
From that for that whole week.
Wow.
At most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of bread. Literally.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, all right, man. It's been real. It's been a great episode of Book Black TV. Make sure that y'all go follow him, like his stuff, support him. Check out some of his cheesecakes. Order something as well. Make sure you comment, like, and share as well. It's been a great episode of Book Black TV.
I appreciate you having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
No doubt.
All right.